You trying to steal the show, aren't you?
Sorry. Hiccups are just so funny.
If anyone knows anything to do about baby hiccups, please give us some information.
Hello, how are you?
So this is Amadeus Kostyuk. Born July 14, which is 1 week ago. This is my wife. She is very pretty. Very beautiful. So I thought I would give some confessions. Why I'm no longer putting a ton of videos on YouTube, why it's been so long, and that kind of stuff. So in the first place, I would say that when I began making these videos, I didn't know why I was making them. I was just kind of creating content and I knew I enjoyed it. However, as I'm getting older, and maybe old is the word. Are you considered old when you have a child?
Definitely. Do you know what time I went to bed last night?
Now that I'm getting older, what I'm beginning to recognize is that the first reason why I really enjoy making videos is first because I used to spend a ton of time looking at videos of my parents when they were young, either with me as a baby or my brother as a baby. It's fascinating to me. It's a kind of a paradigm shift to see your parents now versus when they were young and what it was like for them to live life at that age. The other reason is I really enjoy video. Like just the whole, when I first picked up a camcorder and I was like, you can record something and it's there forever. I mean, forever. The other thing I want to say as kind of an acknowledgement of previous videos that I've made is that they were super heavy-handed and just like really, they were thick. You can say that that's true, right? Yeah, it's true. A little too much. I don't know if that was just being me being young, and I don't know. This was like not that long ago.
Now we're old.
Oh. So I didn't really like that about that at the time, and I don't really like it now. It's getting worse as I get older and I look at those videos and I'm like, yeah, you should have just relaxed a little bit. You know, kind of the last thing and maybe the most important thing is how much time it took for me to edit one single video. I mean, we're talking 5 to 6 minutes of video was 5 to 6 hours of editing. I was taking time away from being a newlywed to sit in front of a computer and edit videos. Just taking time out of like being with your wife to sit in front of a computer to edit footage. It's just not the way to begin a marriage. And now that I'm old and I have a son, it's just not the way to spend a marriage. So yeah, anything that you'd like to throw in? You could mention something about him having inherited, perhaps...
your sleep patterns. That if you're dead and gone, there is nothing waking you up. Like nothing. Nothing.
You could have said something nicer. So, in lieu of me putting these big edited videos on YouTube or whatever, I have been since making videos on Instagram, and it really accomplishes all the purposes of having something to pass on to my children and just be like, hey, this is what I was like when I was your age or whatever. Well, I'm assuming that like everybody enjoys that type of stuff, but maybe it's just me.
But me too.
You do?
Yeah.
That's good. So now Instagram is my way of making those videos. I may occasionally put out videos from compiled Instagram highlight videos just to have it kind of all in one place rather than tapping through a bunch of highlights. What are you doing?
You're sticking on it.
It doesn't matter how old you are. There will always be someone to do something motherly for you. He is milk drunk right now.
Kind of active though. Not as much drunk as I was yesterday.